Welcome to 7 Tarot. To become an experienced navigator, you need to get lost once in a while. And before you know it, you don't need a map at all to show you the stars. Here, in these videos, we dive deep into remote viewing, a powerful ability to perceive events, people, and places beyond time and space. Using this intuitive practice, which can also be known as automatic drawing and writing, we explore past, present, and future predictions, uncovering hidden truths the tarot cards cannot give you alone, and revealing messages the universe wants you to hear. Through remote viewing, we access information beyond the 5 senses, offering detailed insights that can help you navigate life with confidence and clarity. If you're seeking answers, guidance, or a deeper connection to the unknown, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join the journey. Let's unlock the mysteries together.
Cancer, so we're just going to go straight off the cuff. So something about off the cuffs with the cuffs. So that might be custody, in custody. Custody. Could have something to do around court. A court battle. Battle cat or Kate. Or something around a Leo or / Aquarian. Okay. So off the cuffs, remark custody, battle, divorce, separation. Trapped, 8. So a lot of you are kind of may have Aquarius or Leo in your chart or dealing with one, because it feels like that I'm trapped within the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I need a way out. Way out. Okay, so I'm just waiting to get out. But because the first thing that I heard for you was Buster. All right, Buster. Keaton, it's the name Key or Keely or Kaylee or Kylie or someone from Australia. But Buster was Phil Collins. Phil Collins. Okay, so I've got a friend called Colin. Well, kind of a friend, but we'll just say that is in prison. It's in prison. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I've done this reading for you before, Cancer. It's the same reading, bruv. Yeah, 5. So this is like counting down the days to get out of prison, that someone could be coming out of prison. But it's also incarcerated within a marriage. Because you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, like 5 days. Yes, his name's Colin Day. This person I know. He's actually coming out in November, I think. But counting down the days, right, here. So it's just, Spirit's just getting me to say that there's a prison energy here of like a 4 of Wands. But then also because of the counting down the days of the 5, what it's showing me is Taurus, Taurus, and also Sag energy. Taurus, life path 5, Sag, Taurus. But because of that means the Hierophant, it means marriage. Sorry, this is just the way that Spirit sometimes gets me to look. When I'm channeling, I get all kinds of different messages, different ways, right? So don't worry about it, Cancer. I'm just kind of giving you your messages. So what it's saying is that there's an ongoing energy here of what we've been learning or what I've been trying to teach everybody. If you've watched the videos of the triangle, because I keep picking up this triangle energy just lately as a symbol, okay, here. But yeah, it's just this people going through sabotage, okay, commitments of sabotage. So it's like relationships. I can't learn anything other than just sabotage because that's all the person knows is how to sabotage things. So it's like a marriage, okay, and a divorce, separation, probably gone back in for another round. I've gone back in. I'm now on probation, okay, or we're on a, what do you call it, a break or a breakout, breakaway. So it's also like getting out of something, prison. Definitely keep picking that up, like getting out of prison, getting out of jail. Your last reading was Go, 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 I think it was, and it was like Monopoly, maybe someone in London. Okay, there you go. London. So I'm just going to have to make this aware. if you're from Britain, be careful around London, because obviously we've had that. Oh man, how ridiculous is this, right? So I said this before, I actually predicted it before it happened. So this was in the last reading, so now it's making me aware of actually what's just happened, because it's come out on the news. We had somebody that was up on charges for rape. Okay, I don't know if I can say that online, but yeah, sexual stuff, right? And he got caught in London. I think it was Epping, I'm not sure, but somewhere anyway. But he ended up going to court, and he got proven, and they said, right, we need to deport you. You're going to be deported back to Ethiopia. And after his court hearing, he was put outside of the prison for 18 hours, where he just stood there on his own, wondering, what have I got to do? Because the magistrate just told me that I'm going to be deported, but there's no guards around and there's no police around, and I'm stood here standing outside the police station for 18 hours not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. So he asked the police, and they said, well, you know, you could get a train or whatnot. And he's like, what the fuck? So the guy has now escaped, and he's a convicted felon of, you know, sexual abuse, right? And he's now fled to London. So he's now in London. And I think I said this before, like, get out of jail and go straight to, like, which is like Monopoly, right? And in Monopoly, that's obviously in London. So, yeah, it's kind of, sometimes my predictions are quite weird. I just don't know what they actually mean. But now it's kind of saying, so in London, now there is an escaped offender, sex offender in London that got out of jail. Well, he didn't get out of jail. He never went to prison. He just got deported, but they just let him out. It's just like the British people are absolutely and utterly kicking off now, because this person did this to this child and got off with it pretty much, got told that he was being deported, but it somehow they just let him out and he just sort of like took off. He's like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to get a bus and a train. And like, so everyone's like, what the hell is going on with the British police force? They got no idea what the hell they're doing. All right. Well, I know what it is. It's conspiracy. So my conclusion of what that is, in Britain at the moment, right, I'll get on with your reading, Cancer, but it's pretty obvious. Is ID, right? In Britain, right, they're really trying to force this ID to say that everybody, basically, like, they'll say, okay, you've used too much petrol or diesel or whatnot this month, too much carbon affecting the world, so you're not allowed to buy any more fuel or petrol, and you've been buying too much fast food and all that sort of stuff, and it's not good for you. It's not good for our national health. So because you're going to cripple the national health, you're not allowed to buy any more McDonald's this year or this month because you've already had your quota, right? So it's about tracking and telling people what they can and can't have and limit the amounts of stuff that they can. Everybody in the UK is completely against that idea. What they should be doing is giving that to the illegal immigration, right, in order to sort it out so they can track their movements. But our Nazi that actually is anti-British, that actually runs the British Parliament, is anti-British. He doesn't want any Brits here, believe it or not. But anyway, I digress. So what all this is, this stunt with this, I believe it's just a way of like them saying, well, if you've all got like identification, we'd be able to pick him up immediately and know exactly where he is instead of having to look at our cameras. So if you all now follow the ID, our plan would have worked. You know, we'll release this person, we'll take the blame. But if everybody's got an ID, you'll all be a lot safer. So you should believe us. It's all a load of bollocks. Don't believe the hype. If you're British, do not sign the ID thing. Okay, because I ain't. I'll go to prison for it, bro. I will. I'm not. You're not tracking my movements. I've been here my whole life. I don't have Irish blood or any blood, apart from English blood. That's it, bro. That's me through and through. So I don't need tracking. I don't need saying that I can't go anywhere. Right. So that was a stunt in order to try and get people on the ticket of this ID, on the ticket, train ticket or plane ticket. Plane to Spain. Yeah. Or you live in Spain, señorita. There's a plane ticket, a train ticket, and ID. Okay. So that came up in the last one. Somebody, maybe they had travel plans, or they do have travel plans, or they did have. This is relating to the marriage and the getting out and the maybe meeting someone else in the fourth and fifth party that was going through Sag reading, Scorpio reading, Gemini reading, and the Pisces reading. So you've got, I'm also picking up the name Sam, Sarah, Steve, anybody that has S in the name, G or P. SGP. SGP? Is that someone's postcode? I don't know. SGP. Seems like a society of something. I don't know. But anyway, so cross-references of numerology. If you're a newcomer or from Newcastle or New Guinea, you'll know that I read in numerology, meaning that Cancer, I'm a life path 7, no matter where that is in your chart, you do not have another star sign that represents another 7. Okay, because we've got like the Tower, the Chariot and whatnot as a number 7, but they do not relate to another star sign. So you only get 7 because it's not divisible by 1, right? So you don't have another star sign to contact to. So contact Jody or Jay or Jodie Foster. Anybody's got J in the name. Okay. Contact, first point of contact. Yeah, it's like I need to contact. Call in occupants of interplanetary craft. We are observing your Earth. I think I've been slightly contacting these aliens, I don't know, that are on this aircraft. I don't know, man, because they keep showing me these symbols. And I keep picking it up, like a circle here, and then it just goes outside here. Okay. We are observing your Earth. It's like a Wiccan. Okay. I don't know why I keep picking up these symbols, but I've been doing it for a little while now, obviously. Okay. It's like the moon, Pisces energy, and Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo. But anyway, yeah. I was just looking up through the camera. It looks like a fucking alien here, look. Right, don't know. Some sort of Wiccan energy here, maybe, or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go on with your messages. So, as they stand at the moment, something to do around a travel plan of like needing a driving license or a plane ticket or a train ticket or something like that. A train to Africa. That is actually a very good band of mine that I can't quite think. The Guillemots. Train to Africa. Brazil. Sorry, Brazil. But Africa, so South Africa, Africa itself, or something like that. Or Brazil, Brazilian, Spain. Some of you may be having a Brazilian wax. Wax on, wax off. Danielle, Dan, Dion, D. Anybody's got D in their name. First or last. Dion, Leon, 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 Leanne, Lee. Anybody's got L in the name? Okay, so marriage, commitment, documents, paperwork, reconciliation, abandonment, what I've been trying to recap people on or teach people just lately. Very important to understand. Cannot teach or learn anything from a person that teaches you abandonment. That's the only result you will ever get, madness. So you get 5 of swords, 5 of wands, 5 of cups, living in regret, blah, blah, blah. So you've got marriages, commitments, documentation. You've got like passport, certificate and all that sort of stuff. You've got tag energy of where I need to go in to see someone in the office about a passport, ticket, trains or anything like that, or a person that's to say, okay, you need to report to blah, blah, blah to get this and whatnot, right? So some of that is like legal, illegal immigration. Legal immigration that come up loads of times in the past. So we're looking at visa, immigration laws, visas, either doing it illegal or legally, because there's travel energy here of tickets and planes. There's also an energy of prison and then needing to report to my social worker or my social officer. Officer and a gentleman, Richard. Rachel, anybody's got R in their name? Repeat, eat, repeat, eat, 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 eat. Something food-wise here. Food. I've got a feeling that someone here is not eating. Now, it's either because I'm on a diet or someone is teaching someone about abandonment. See, the thing is with abandonment, right? They get you. I mean, we're not going to look at food because I think food energy is kind of coming up. But, you know, in order to learn these, you have to see what your external environment shows you. Like, what have I given up? Or what would I give up for someone new? Or like, if I'm in something old, something new, something blue. Yeah, it's just spirits just keep telling me the same thing. Marriage. And there's something new here as well. There's a third energy. It's like married couples doing the same thing, going around the same stuff. Buster needing to bust out. Buster also, if the film with Phil Collins, he did a train robbery, okay, but then what he did is he got a ticket on a plane and went to live in another country. So all that's telling me is that there's someone that's considering possibly traveling or an arrangement of like moving to a different location somewhere. Well, I'm Loki or local. Okay, so like Buster, I need to take money or do something like that, but like train tickets, plane tickets. Buster also, then we're relating that to like theft or drugs or alcohol that puts someone in prison. And they're like waiting and counting down the days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sag, Taurus, marriage, commitment, relationships, divorcing, separating, 4 of Wands, trying to like, yeah. That's the pattern of behavior that I'm picking up for your messages, Cancer. Counting down the days for this to happen again, or counting down the days to be able to travel and go and visit someone or stay with someone, or Stacy or Steve. Right? But counting down the days before I'm released, or before the paperwork goes through, or a major decision about whether I want to stay married or get divorced. What do I do? Number 2, you got like Libra here now. Have I learned anything? Have I been tricked and have I been fooled to doing the same thing? Will I go back into prison or will I go back into this same energy? Yes, if that's what you've been doing, because there's no way out of a 5. If you're with someone that shows you 5 energies of abandonment, separation, divorcing, come back, you know, fly away Peter, fly away Paul, come back Peter, go away Paul, flight. So we went over this before, flight or fight. Well, in the teaching segments of the readings. I'll put that on the end if you want to look at it. It'll be on the end screen if you're not seeing the video. But like fight or flight. Do I run? Cancerian Life Path 7 energy. Okay, you or the other person as well. Do I fly? Do I run? What do I do? So there's running. Someone's running, like to lose weight or something like that. And then also, do I stay? Do I go? Do I run? Or do I just flee the country? What do I do? So you got like immigration, getting out of prison, and then you've got like that's externally going on, I think, around immigration. And then you also got like that's happening to a person, like where am I going to go once I'm out of this? Where am I going to go? Right? Like even if it's prison, where am I going to go after this? If it's a marriage, where am I going to go? Okay. Don't fuck up all of your assets. Like people that abandon, they can end up breaking the trust of everyone and then they've got nowhere to go, right? Because I've done it so many times, right? Of course, right? That's your lesson. I've done it so many times. I've just come straight back to prison, right? I've done it so many times. I'm just going to go straight back to prison. Okay. Or like, you know, I'm going to leave my marriage, but the moment they contact me, I'm just going to pretty much do a Jodie Foster. Okay, and go straight back and do the same thing, Jodie or Jay. Right? So why does this happen? So say you got female, right? A male tells a female, I don't want to be with you anymore, kicking you out. We're divorcing. I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. Kicks the female out. Female gets really upset, can't understand why, okay, and moves, right? Without experiencing being completely alone, right? A person can make a rash decision to actually just go straight back to another person when they haven't spent enough time like alone, right? So what you get is people that are in lessons, they always wait for the other person to make a choice for them, which means I'm just waiting for you to tell me that I'm not happy. So I'm waiting for you to finish with me. I'm waiting for you to end the relationship with me. Okay, I'm not strong enough to finish it with you to actually realize and think, you know what, I'm actually really not happy. For myself, like I'm not happy. So I'm going to leave. For the first time in my life, I'm going to leave you because I'm not happy. When people come to that realization, that is when they're actually putting the work in and resisting the temptation of realizing it doesn't matter whether you kick me out, whether you tell me that you don't love me. It's actually now because I don't love you and the tables are turned, right? So you're not easily persuading me to just come back into a situation that I've been in 1,000 times before because my feelings have now changed where you used to tell me that you didn't love me and you wanted me to leave. Well, I'm now leaving of my own free will, of my own accord. I will leave on my own accord. That's when you break the cord, the karmic cord. When you leave on your own accord, not because of what someone else determines for you, you make your own choice. Am I happy? If that's a no, what are you doing there? If you're waiting for someone and the inevitable to happen again, well, that's obvious. That's the definition of madness, right? So I'm going mad. 9 of Wands, Virgo energy, fucking loopy. Keep playing out the same loop. Why is that? Because I haven't made the decision to leave myself. Once I have, which is the mirror of you, which is alchemy, right? Alchemy is also chemically, right? Chemically, what's a feeling, Cancer? Feeling is a part of the nervous system of the pineal gland of your nervous system, right? So what is a feeling? It's created by chemistry in the brain, Sagittarius energy, 5, right? So it means that my body kicks off a load of chemicals, adrenaline, cortisol, all of those sort of things. They mix together. And when they do, I get a result, my feelings. If my feelings are nervous, anxious, okay, fearing rejection and abandonment, then you get the reflection of Jesus, right? Jesus didn't come back he come back resurrected as an image of God, as an image of light. When the sun goes up, it reflects an image of your manifestation of your fear. Okay, that relates to what we was teaching, or what I was teaching you about too a while ago. Okay, where it is a reflection of your own worst nightmare. You're stuck in a loop because the person is mirroring the energy of what you are. So it just gives you the same energy because you're both here in abandonment. You're only teaching each other abandonment, right? So when the sun comes up, it shines an image through a mirror and it gives you a reflection, right, of that energy of what you've been thinking, feeling, manifesting, and everything else. Vibration, basically. But my thoughts, if they're fearful, if they're panicked, if they're worried, if they're anything else, I manifest that into my life and it happens again and again and again and again. Then when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, it shows you an image of a dark energy. That's your dark side. That's your ego. So fear kicks in. I start to fear, start to worry. It happens again. When the sun comes up, I go through the same thing, doing the same thing of the mirror image of you. That's your vibration. That's where you are. That's what you manifest. Without a clear conscience and without a clear mind, you will not manifest anything that is clear. It'll be foggy. Okay. You will not be able to see clearly. You will not be able to think clearly. Okay. Because of a clear conscience, clean slate, karmic energy. Okay. So don't forget, it's an image. It's a pixel of a mirror. It's like a television screen. When you look at my hand, well, it's probably a bit darker on screen, but pretty much it's my hand and there it is. Like I'm moving it left to right to right to left to right to left. You can see it. It's on a television screen. It's also on your phone, right? If you used to see me in real life, I would look pretty much exactly the same. Maybe the color might be a little bit different, but pretty much the same, right? So that's you guys all over the world, right? So that is how the world works. It works off an image. Okay, hello, I manifested my hand in front of you. Poof. Right? So that is the image of everybody else. because it's an image of fear and it's an image of light. In order to find yourself, you have to leave yourself. Okay, you're on a discovery of finding yourself. If you find yourself in trouble, if you find yourself in times of trouble, Mother Mary, come to me, speaking words of wisdom. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. So just let it be. Let it go. Okay. Let it go. Let go. Okay. Let go of the past. Not like, okay, we can work on this by forgetting the past. You won't do it. You cannot forget a memory once it's there. You can't, because your memories are what create your dopamine and your receptors of a memory. That's what create your feelings. If your memories are broken and the trust is broken and what you've seen so far has given you the same thing of what you've seen, your feelings are always going to be the same and you will never forget it. It will always be ingrained into your subconscious. So your feelings will just give you the same memory. The memory is a reflection of what you've seen, of what you repetitively see as a reflection of you. Y'all get it? Right? So if you're in these, it's not going to work. It'll never work. It's just a cycle of realizing who I am, to leave myself, right? Separate from myself. Ground yourself, right? If you're ever in metaphysical disaster, okay, it's always very good in order to, okay, so I've got a thought and I've got a feeling. This was on the meditation that I did for you guys, free. Put your hand on the table, okay? What can I feel? A table. What can I see on the table? Cards, Costa Cup, pens, cards, Pepsi, lighters, a mouse, and an ashtray. Okay, so where am I? On Earth, physically here. I can touch it and I can see it. If I repetitively do that, it doesn't matter how I feel, I can suddenly realize that metaphysically, I am real. I am here. Right? What I feel isn't real. What I see is, right? If I see it, I believe it. I'm here. Okay. So you ground yourself metaphysically. Okay. Physically, if what you see that you're there and you're not happy, well, then there you go. That shows you your fear. Right. So it's not like, well, we need to stay in this circumstance and work on our fear. No, because it'll only give you more. You can't learn anything from a person that's taught you everything they do because you're just teaching them. You're teaching that person and that person is teaching you as well. So that's your lesson done. It's over. But you just keep playing it out and thinking, well, we can learn something else. You can't. You can't learn anything other than abandonment. That's all you get. Okay. But anyway, if you want your tarot card reading, it'll be over on the other side. Yeah. So if you want to join, the join button is only $4 per month. And then everything is clarified by cards. Okay. So if you want to join it, it's $4 per month. And it also really promotes me because it helps me get paid at the end of the month, which I really do appreciate because I also need to eat, live, shit, breathe, and think for myself and be able to do this. So without your guys' help, I don't know where I'd be. So thank you very much. If you want to reach out for a personal reading, you can do. I suggest a one-on-one reading because it is bloody brilliant and we can really work on yourself. Teach you how to do that for yourself. Okay. So, yeah, please feel free to reach out below and I will see you soon.